All right, so excuse my workplace, it's super messy. I just cracked open the Behr 3300 interior semi-gloss enamel deep base. This is one of Shelee's recommendations for the pouring medium, and it is available in Arizona. I say that because I can't get the 8300 in Arizona. So yeah, this is an alternative that comes recommended as part of the course. It is so delightfully thick. I'm not sure if it's as thick as 8300, but nice and gooey. All right, so we are gonna try Behr 3300. Get it open. All right, I'm gonna start with the pigment. So I've got Jo Sonja gloss varnish. I just put a little bit in the bottom so that the powder doesn't go flying across everything. I've got this little piggy seaweed. Okay, get a good little dollop of it. Gently drop it in there. I always close this because I like to spill things. Okay, got the pigment, slowly kind of just mashing it into the liquid. I add Liquitex Soft Body Green Gold. See how bright and yellowy greeny that is? I love how it looks. But anyways, that's just about where I want it as far as how long that trace stays. All right, so I've got a cool little greeny color here, like a yellowy green. Okay, tongue pressure in my mouth. This is 3300 seaweed and green gold. All right, take the tongue depressor out of my mouth. Perfect. So I've got some colors mixed up. I've got quinacridone Nicolazzo Gold, my favorite. I took Syrah and mixed it with Matisse Burgundy. I've got Lemon Sorbet TLP mixed with the tiniest bit of Yellow Light Hansa. I've got the seaweed mixed with green gold, like I said, and I've got a Phthalo Blue mixed with some Nebula TLP and like 2 drops of Carbon Black liquid. So those are all mixed up with the 8300, which is what everybody seems to use and love. I just mixed up this seaweed one with 3300 because this is today's test. So I'm gonna do a couple I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm gonna do the blue, and I'm gonna do the burgundy and Syrah. And I think that's what we'll do to compare. We'll do the burgundy Syrah, 8300 green gold, and the 8300 Phthalo Nebula, and we'll compare them side by side with the 3300. Yeah, that's what we're doing. So when I test in a little bit, once the bubbles have had a chance to dissipate, I will run these 3 against these 3, the 8300 versus the 3300, and we can literally do a side-by-side check to see how it goes. I'm going to be using white cell activator and black cell activator, white and then black, as I usually do, and that's going to be the test. All right, so we're back for the test. I've got my white and black cell activators, shaking them. This would be the shake part of shake, stir, pour. Yeah, I'm hilarious, I know. All right, those are ready. I like to open them first because sometimes they like to ooze all over the place. All right, good. So those are ready. I have my test surface, which is a very thin piece of plastic. It's called a cutting board from Dollar Tree. Comes in a package of 2. It's probably about the size of a piece of paper, standard 8.5 by 11 type piece of paper. I've got it taped to a very shallow cardboard box thingy. Don't know. This is what I do my initial tests on. I don't know why, that's just what I do. So I've got 8300 tests. I don't know if you can see this far over. Can you see this far over? Yeah. So these are the 8300s. On the other side of the 3300s, I've got them divided as such. So let's get started. I feel like not enough people have heard of / are comfortable with 3300, so I'm here to test it. Okay, so green is a lot thinner than blue. Let's see how burgundy is and we'll adjust. All right, we're good. That was better. My blue was just a little bit too thick on the 8300 side. So we're gonna do just a quick little test bloom. I might end up doing another set depending on how the first one goes. I think I want burgundy on the bottom. Green in the middle. And I have them laid out in this order. It's always good to do that so you don't forget what order you used if you decide to change things up. Okay. Put a little white. Put a little black. All right, selling up nice. Cool, cool. With these little test bloops, they're so tiny that you don't really have to go and do petals. You can just do the initial blowout. I've always got a dog somewhere chewing on something. Always get the background noise of a dog chewing. Probably a little bit more white on there, sorry. Okay, standing in my own light here, got a little bit of a shadow. This looks cool. I've got some peacock cells, which is when you have more than one color in one cell. This center, well, these two center ones have all three colors. Most of the rest of them are with the green and the burgundy. I feel like that probably means I blew a little bit too hard. And this one, the blue is absolutely still very present, but very much on the outside. I've got a lot more peacock cells. I think I blew too hard on this one, honestly. So let's try again. Like I said, I want this to be a good side by side. If nothing else, yeah, I obviously want 3300 to look good, but I do want it to be kind of on par with one another because everybody knows and loves 8300. So let's go ahead. Do the same exact kind again and see. Bloops in the middle, nothing crazy, no circles like I did on the last one, just straight puddles, puddles, puddles. Stop dripping, stop dripping. Okay. Some white, some black. Let it develop. So because I'm in my own shadow, I turned the flash on. This is obviously the 8300 side. They came out really pretty. Look at all that shimmer. I still think that's my favorite, honestly. No, did I forget that easily? It was green on the bottom, and then burgundy, and then blue on the top, right? For this, these are probably my favorite. Anyways, I could look back at the video. That's also quite pretty. Okay, and then this is the 3300 side. Absolutely beautiful. Nice lacing. This is a really good one. The pink kind of peeks through. All right. And that is the side-by-side comparison of the two. So there are obvious reasons that people use 8300, but as you can see, 3300 worked amazingly, sold up amazingly. It kind of ate through more of the white cell activator color-wise, but you know, I'll do another little clip to show you how these dried, and we can decide then which one's better, and if you feel like if 3300 is your only option, if it's worth it, you know? Check back with you soon. All right, so this is all dry. You will obviously notice that they dried rather dark, and that is what you get when you use all transparent colors. There was no pillow to separate it from the background. There were no opaques in there at all. So often, if you just have transparent colors and nothing else, you'll be kind of surprised with how dark transparents dry, but that is totally normal. The point that is, I guess, pretty exciting is even though while they were wet, they looked quite different. The 8300, the cell activator looked way whiter, you know, while they were still wet. Now that they're dry, they look almost identical. And to me, that means that it was a successful experiment. 3300, even though it visibly pales out, mutes a little bit your pigments when you mix them, it dries the same. There is nothing pale about that. So there you have it. Finished up experiment. I think the 3300 was a success.